So this is done now?
Yeah.
So Mike and I were just going to show some uses of those various steps within the bear form. So like the first one was you were talking about this hand. In the bear form, you remember this hand here. After these, where you come here, this hand is here. Gordon referred to it as a flower hand, but the claws would come together here. Well, what could you do with that? And Mike and I were just talking about it. So if you were here, you could hook this down, even though, see, it's here. In here, you've got your strike here, through. And then the motion here to here, and Mike was pointing out, you can easily kick from right here. In the form, you knee the guy here, and then you pull down and kick him, which would knock him back, and then you swat him with the step in of the form.
So let's do it on this side so they can see the hands. So if I come in...
So we're coming this way in the form. See, it's just so, it could be a grab, a drag, but it would work more effective here. See, here's that same hand position here. Boom. So the guy comes here, knee, kicking here. Or like Mike was pointing out, with it, if you're in closer with the knee and you knee the guy in the knee from the cat stance, you've got a real effective technique. And then, so you're here in the form. Remember, it comes up after you knee. It comes back up this way and then down and kick. We were talking about what you thought about that, like with from this motion here, like in here.
Yeah, that could also be off of a punch, or if I throw a punch and he wants to catch my hand at the same time.
And then back this way, or the kick
It would be that motion, and from here, you come over, whatever technique you want to follow through. After that, it's up to you. But a lot of times when you do this, is to catch the hand. If a guy's throwing a punch to your stomach, you can catch it.
Here.
Yeah.
Boom, yeah. And this actually, when Gordon used to talk about this technique, that's exactly what he demoed when he did that. We were talking about the stepping
because
motions.
when you do this, you're actually trying to stop the man's motion from coming in with a block with your foot, with the knee.
Yeah.
It's if a man is if he's in a side horse position and he tries throwing a side kick, well, you want to nullify that by here or by stepping on the foot and working an outer angle.
So then we're looking at the form from here in the form. You step forward with this hit here. So you step in and you're hitting in this way. There's a little back motion in here. I want to just point out you could hit here, down this way.
Low first, yeah.
Low through here, and come back high.
And then you hit me high, stepping in.
Or we go through here, and then we step in here, with the motion here, like this. So we got this motion here. At the same time, this one goes through here. Remember, it comes down this way as I go to here. Well, if he's here and I go here, I can take this here and hit here.
Now as he's here, what he does is with this hand is this comes down. He moves my arm out of that way, so that other hand is free to swap me. To continue the motion.
Just step in with it.
Yeah, because as you're going here, 1, 2. Because this hand as it's coming down has to do something. So as it's coming down, it's moving that arm to be able to follow through with another swap.
So that's off those pieces. Remember now you step in here, down here, step in here.
Yes.
And down here. Then you get the vertical motions here. So
once again, that could be catching the arm, bringing my arm down so that comes over the top.
So we got here.
And then that comes back up to the chin. So you're doing a head, crown strike to a chin strike. Crown strike to a chin strike.
I suppose, Mike, when you're coming up like this,
yes,
the motion is turning and going this way.
Yeah.
I suppose the motion could be here.
Sure.
And then in.
Absolutely.
So there's a lot going on.
You could come in here, or you could come in here to back it up, or you could come in here to back it up. Instead of using one, you can use your body, or this. Or this. You could come at the same time with this, hitting shoulder plexus and hitting the chin at the same time.
But these strikes are devastating. There was a guy named Old George who Gordon thought did the best bear techniques that he had ever seen. He used a lot of swatting. I saw him, in sparring with people, use this swatting motion here to do this. And he would be hitting high in here, like Mike likes to knock the guy's shoulder out of the way, or the shoulder jack in here, hit the guy here, or pull him here, like boom, and pull the guy over. But he had tremendous swatting technique. But when you look at it, you don't want to be real stiff and go, high like this. The swat comes off this lower area down here, like this. Like in twisted punch, when you step in here, you're coming from the lower part of the body. Well, the swats come from that lower part of the body. So you're stepping in and tweaking.
You notice you're stepping. It's the same motion you have to step. Because the smaller muscle is going to move faster than the bigger muscle. So as you're stepping in, it has to be power behind the arm. Not a real big swat from out here coming in real wide. You have to use your hip and your step at the same time. And you don't want to be squared off.
No.
Because then what you're doing is, if you're squared off, you've got to open the door to be able to come in with the next motion.
And when you think about the bear, charging forward to swat you like this. The bear's not standing like this to come in and swat you.
Well, let's just
Coming
face
right
it,
in.
you don't walk like this either.
It charges right in. The one Mike was doing last week with the one where you were doing this motion and then the strike.
Yeah.
That's actually this motion. Like if Mike's here and he punches that, so I start in, here's that motion here with here that Mike was talking about using.
You notice he dropped his weight too as he came in? He wasn't staying up here and coming in, he dropped his weight as he struck. So he's putting that weight behind the arm. It's this motion.
Yeah.
Coming in.
So when Mike last week was showing